be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. I do not own the rights to this music or any music that I play. I don't own the rights to it, YouTube. So cut out your foolishness. How y'all doing? Top of the morning, everybody. Good Saturday morning. As you know, we do Saturday in Proverbs today. Proverbs is the one book in the Bible that has a chapter for every day of the month. There are 31 chapters in Proverbs, and whatever the date of the day is, that's where you start. If you want to start picking up, like today is the 9th. All right, so you would start on the 9th, and the months that don't have 31 days, you just keep reading until you catch up to the correct date. All right, and that's how you do that, because some months got, like last month had 29 days. Some months got 30 days. All right, so you would just automatically keep reading the chapter so that the following day you'll still be back on track. All right, that's how you do that. And Proverbs was written by King Solomon. King Solomon was the wisest man ever, and no man will be as wise as King Solomon. And I think there is something that you can learn from the wisest man ever. All right, so like I said, today is the 9th, March the 9th, 2024, and we're going to start in the 9th chapter of Proverbs. I'm starting this. I used to broadcast with the phone like this, but now I'm broadcasting it with it like this because I want to see what the difference is. All right, that's what I'm trying to see. They say you can get more exposure if you broadcast vertical versus horizontal. So I'm trying to broadcast now vertical to see what's going on. All right, let's pray and get into the word. Father, thank you for another day around your word. Speak through my mind, speak through my lips, and speak through my heart, so that I may precisely articulate the word to pierce the hearing of your children, so that we can live the righteous lifestyle you have ordained for us to live. In Jesus' name, amen. No, man, I ain't fixed it. No, it ain't. You think I'm gonna be able to do it like that? No, bruh. I'm not gonna be able to do it just like that. Okay, so if you have a problem with it, I mean, hey, what can I say? All right, I mean, what can I say? Send me some money. When I do get it fixed, it'll be right, because, boy, I love my dentist. I found me an angel, boy. I ain't lying. I found me an angel for a dentist. No joke. All right. And see, and let me share this. You know, when you get on this road called success, all right, you're going to sacrifice something. You're going to give up something. You're going to neglect something when you get on this road called success. Okay? And this is one of the things I neglected that I just... David, how you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good, brother. Trust me. I'm good. I'm happy with who I found. I'm happy with who I found. So, and plus, whenever, if I ever achieve any, no, let me rephrase that question. When I achieve some element of fame and I'm in public, I will always wear this. And let me tell you why. Because people can't read my lips. where I can sit down and have a conversation with some people and nobody will be knowing what I'm talking about because they can't read my lips. This is actually an idea that I'm really going to try to uh, uh, get famous people to start doing this, so when they're out in public, they ain't got to be doing this and all of this. No, put your mask on, okay? And you can sit there and have an tell me and my wife when we're in public. See, I can be sitting down talking to her some intimate, and you never know. But if you could read my lips, see, you can say, "Oh no, I told you. Whenever I'm in public, I will always have this." Okay, I will always have this so I can sit down and have a conversation without being somebody trying to read my lips. I'm serious about that. I'm serious about that. Okay, because and you watch. You're gonna start seeing celebrities out in public with their mouth, with a mask over their mouth, so they can sit down and have a conversation and not have to worry about people trying to read their lips to see what they're saying. Okay? Because you got people out there that'll do that. But let's get started. All right? And y'all know how I like to do. I like to give you definitions. I don't want to assume that you know the definition of words. So have a little patience because I like to give definitions of words so that people can understand what's being said. All right? Chapter 9, verse 1. Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out her 7 pillars. She slaughtered her meat. She has mixed her wine. She also has furnished her table. You know, let's look at this word wisdom. Let's look at this word wisdom. Wisdom. The quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. Wisdom. The quality of having experience, that's when you go through something. Knowledge, that's when you learn from it. And good judgment, that's discretion. Okay? All right? Wisdom, the quality of having experience, going through something, knowledge, learning from it, and good judgment, discretion. Okay? Because you got a lot of people out here that don't, you know, see, let me give you an example. Let me give you a perfect example of somebody that didn't use wisdom. Fannie Willis, down there in Georgia, did not use any wisdom in dealing with her relationship with that man. Okay? She did not use wisdom with that situation. And look at what it has caused her. Probably her career and some jail time if they want to. That's a lack of wisdom. Okay? Wisdom, the quality of having experience. That's going through some stuff. Knowledge, learning from it, and good judgment when you got discretion. There's some things you just ain't gonna do when you got good judgment. Okay? Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out her 7 pillars. She has slaughtered her meat. She has mixed her wine. She has also furnished her table. Verse 3. She sent out her maidens. She cries out from the highest places of the city. Whoever is simple, let him turn in here. Let's look up that word simple. Simple. Um, A simple-minded person does not have the ability to use reason and to understand. A simple-minded person does not have the ability to use reason and to understand. Okay? That's a simple-minded person. They actually are very foolish. All right? Listen, whoever is simple, let him turn in here. As for him who lacks understanding, she says to him, verse 5, come, eat of my bread and drink of my wine I have mixed. Verse 6, forsake foolishness and live and go in the way of understanding. Let's look up that word understanding. Understanding, the ability to be able to comprehend. Okay? When you have understanding, you have the ability to be able to comprehend what you're dealing with. So it says, verse 6, forsake foolishness and live and go in the way of understanding. Because, man, when you walk in understanding got gifts. Let me say that again. See, what a lot of people don't realize, when you start walking in understanding, understanding will bring you gifts. Okay? I'm going to show that to you. Verse 7. He who corrects a scoffer gets shame for himself. Let's look up that word scoffer. Scoffer. A person who mocks or makes fun of someone or something, often religion and moral values. A scoffer is a person who mocks or makes fun of stuff. Listen, he who corrects a scoffer, a person that's always joking and playing, gets shame for himself. And he who rebukes a wicked man only harms himself. See, man, have you ever tried to correct one of your friends that was doing something wrong and they got pissed off at you? They got upset with you because you tried to tell them the right thing to do? See, that's a foolish person. It says, he who corrects a scoffer gets shame for himself. And he who rebukes a wicked man only harms himself. Because that wicked man is going to turn around. What's going on, JD? Who I got in the house here? I got Sub Fry, David, and JD. Thank you, man, for joining me. All right. Verse 8. Do not correct a scoffer, lest he hate you. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love you. Listen to this. Do not correct a scoffer. What do we say a scoffer? A person who mocks or makes fun of someone. Do not correct a scoffer, lest he hate you. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love you. Why? Because you will show him some wisdom. You will show him where he's going wrong. Okay? When you rebuke a wise man, see, a wise man ain't going to be an offense. A wise man is going to heed that correction. Matter of fact, wait a minute. Let me look up this word rebuke. Rebuke. Express sharp disapproval or criticism of someone because of their behavior or actions. Listen, rebuke express sharp disapproval or criticism of someone because of their behavior or actions. And he says, where did I stop? Do not correct a scoffer, lest he hate you. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love you. Verse 9. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will still be wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. Because a wise person is always paying attention. Let me say that again. A wise person is always paying attention. Okay? And when you correct one, see, that's like a revelation to them. That's going to show them something that they didn't see. A wise person. And a wise person will heed that correction. Okay? Verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. Listen to this now. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. See, and this fear that you have of God is reverence. Okay? You don't play with God when you fear him. See, there are a lot of people out here talking Jesus, 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 Jesus in public and doing everything under the sun behind closed doors because they ain't got no fear. See, when you got some fear of God, there's some things you ain't gonna do because you know the consequences of your actions. Okay? And the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. Listen to this, y'all. Verse 11. For by me, days will be multiplied. Remember back here in chapter 8? Wait a minute. I'm going to do even better than that. Let me go back to... Listen. This is Proverbs chapter 3. I'm going to go to verse 13. Happy is the man who finds wisdom, and the man who gains understanding. For her proceeds are better than the profits of silver, and her gain than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things you may desire cannot compare with her. Verse 16, length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths of peace. Verse 18, she is a tree of life to those who take hold of her, and happy are all who retain her. That's understanding. See a lot. Listen, it says, happy is the man who finds wisdom, and the man who gains understanding. Okay? When you gain something, it becomes a part of you. All right? When you gain something, you embrace it. Okay? And it says for her proceeds are better than the profits of silver, and her gain than fine gold. That's understand. Listen over here. In verse 4. I'm gonna start at chapter 4, verse 5. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget, nor turn away from the words of my mouth. Listen, do not forsake her, and she will preserve you. Love her, and she will keep you. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And in all you're getting, get understanding. See, you got a lot of people that got wisdom, but they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to apply it. Okay? Damn. Everett, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate that blessing, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Okay? Listen to this. Verse 5. Get wisdom. Get understanding. Do not forget nor turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not forsake her, and she will preserve you. Love her, and she will keep you. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And in all you're getting, get understanding. Listen to this. Exalt her, she will promote you. She will bring you honor when you embrace her. She will place on your head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory. She shall deliver to you. That's understanding. But see, your pastor don't tell you that. See, you don't hear preachers talking about this. Because why? They want your tithes and offerings. See, that's where they'll tell you, what's that? Go to Malachi. Bring the tithes into the store, so and where there be meat in my house, and I will pour you out a blessing that you won't have room enough to receive it. See, that's why they stated, but the Bible say, man, if you exalt understanding, it's going to bring, listen, wait a minute. Let me show you this in chapter 8. Listen, this is Proverbs chapter 8. I'm going to start at verse 14. Counsel is mine and sound wisdom. I am understanding, I have strength. See, understanding comes with strength. By me kings reign, and rulers decree justice. You listen. By me princes rules, and the nobles, all the judges of the earth have to use understanding to be able to interpret the law that they're going to sentence you by. They have to have an understanding of what they're doing. I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently will find me. Well, what will you find? Riches and honor are with me, enduring riches and righteousness. Remember back in chapter 3, it says, listen, in chapter 3, it says, her proceeds are better than the profits of silver, and her gain than fine gold. Well, listen to what it says. Riches and honor are with me, enduring riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, yes, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. And this is the part I like. Listen, it says, I traverse, which means I travel, the way of righteousness, in the midst of the paths of justice, that I may cause those who love me to inherit wealth, that I may fill their treasuries. Understanding, see, you ain't got to go out here and degrade yourself and compromise. Understanding say that when you embrace her, she will cause you, because you love her, to inherit wealth. And she will fill your treasuries. Man, that's more than one stream of income. Treasuries is plural. That's more than one stream of income. Right there, that means some of your ideas are on point and working. Okay? Listen. Let's go back to verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. Verse 11. For by me your days will be multiplied, and years of life will be added to you. Okay? If you are wise for yourself. And if you scoff, you will bear it alone. See, that's why you ain't got to worry about your haters. Because all of that stuff they trying to, man, they going to have to face that. See, you ain't got to worry about somebody else's sin, how they living. Because they are the ones that's going to have to face judgment on that. You ain't going to face judgment on nothing that nobody else is doing. You can only face judgment on what you're doing. Okay? Verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. Man, let's look up that word clamorous. Let's look up that word clamorous. Clamorous. Making a loud and confused noise. Listen. A foolish woman is clamorous, loud, unruly. A foolish woman is clamorous. So when you out in public and you hear all of these women talking like, yeah, that's a foolish woman. Why do you want to walk into that trap? When she's showing you right there, she's foolish. She's simple and knows nothing. Wait a minute. Let me see what this says in the Message Bible. Then there's this other woman, Madam Whore, brazen, empty-headed, frivolous. This is in the Message Bible. I ain't making this up. Okay? Then there's this other woman, Madam Whore, brazen, empty-headed, and frivolous. Okay? Listen, a foolish woman is clamorous, she is simple, and knows nothing. For she sits at the door of her house on a seat by the high places of the city. Verse 15. To call to those who pass by, who go straight with their way. Whoever is simple, let him turn in there. And as for him who lacks understanding, she says to him, verse 17, stolen water is sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he does not know that the dead are there, that her guests are in the depths of hell. And see, and you got right now, man, that's what I like about Everett, man. Everett be trying to hip y'all to some women. But see, a lot of you brothers think y'all can look down longer than she can look up. See, that's the problem with a lot of you brothers. You think you can look down longer than she can, and it ain't no way. See, you ain't no way you gonna outthink or outsmart no woman, man. Quit trying, brothers. Quit trying. Quit trying. You ain't gonna outthink them. Okay? Because you gonna think they going one way, and behind your back they doing something else. And you think you king of the hill. That's how she got you thinking you king of the hill, and you ain't. Okay, man. That's the end of chapter 9. All right. I hope you get something out of it. All right. I hope this helps somebody. But see, the thing I like about Proverbs will teach you how to live today. You ain't got to go back 2,000 years when you read Proverbs. Proverbs relate to today to show you how to deal with people on a daily basis. And see, when you take care of the day, the end will take care of itself. Let me say that again. So you ain't got to be worried about the hellfire. When you living how you supposed to live today, they ain't gonna take care of itself. All right? And that's it. Man, y'all be blessed. I'll see you later.